often receive messages from people asking how to control things with CV. Okay, let's back up a little. It's no surprise that people would ask how to control things using CV. But what I mean is people asking how to control things that don't have direct CV inputs, and especially when it comes to sequencing. For example, can we use CV to control the number of steps in a sequence, or the octave range of a channel? This is another example of the type of thing that René's Z-axis is made for. Anytime you want to use CV to control something that normally takes programming to change, there's a good chance you can do it with the Z-axis. As an example, let's take that idea of CV control over the number of steps in a sequence. To begin with, we'll go to the global page and make sure bus is set to lead and Z on and Z reset are engaged. Tempi is also set to follow. We'll go to the states page and enable only bank 1. And enable all 16 states of that bank. And let's impaste the current sequence or the current state to all 16 states in the bank. If we patch a manual gate to Zmod, step from one to the next and we hear that there's no difference between them. They do reset each time I gate that because I had reset turned on. If I turn it off, we can't even hear any difference at all. Let's turn it back on. But okay, let's go back to the first state. Change the number of steps on each state, starting with just one location on the first state. 2, 3, and so on. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, and back around to 1. Now, let's take a slow division, say divide by 4. We'll use that to change through the states automatically. Why is it changing more often than divide by 4? Because it's changing states and changing to a new state where it's no longer set to a divide by 4 on that Tempi channel. However, if we go ahead and mesh enable all the states again, set it to 4, every 4 clocks it changes. Start using some gate programming as well. Let's also use this divide by 1 to make a percussive sound to anchor us a little bit. Juxtaposing these even and odd sequence lengths against an even clock creates some syncopation. Because Z reset was turned on the global page, we also jump back to the beginning of the sequence each time the state changes. This makes it a little more legible as the same sequence resetting each time instead of sort of one mega sequence that would happen if we were not resetting. Since we still have all states mesh enabled, any change we make on the program pages will affect all the states. As long as we leave the access page alone, we can do any editing we want as if we're just editing a single state. Gate patterns, glide page, the node values, quantize page. Select different snake patterns to take different paths through these same truncated sequences. else do you like to use the Z-axis to control? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and happy patching.